Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In this video I will be taking down a path in Act 7.4 Quest 1, and this is going to be a very easy path which I did during my initial completion. So if you're looking to clear an easy path, then I would definitely recommend you taking this path. So it has a couple of nodes which are similar to the ones that you can see in Cavalier event quest, which are meant for mutants. Basically, if mutants use their special attacks with an active prowess, then they will gain those passive furies which will increase their special attack damage, and they will also stop the regeneration from defenders. But in this case there is also another node called unlimited power, which whenever we place a debuff on the defender, it gives them furies based on that, and these furies exponentially rise. So within a few debuffs that you place on the defender, they will be gaining a lot of furies. So this path provides an opportunity for you to use Ronan and absolutely cheese this path, and which is what I will exactly do during my run as well. I will be using my 5-star duped Ronan, and the main strategy here will be to parry the defender a couple of times, which will give them enough furies for me to do the stun cheese throughout the whole fight. And so that's why this path is very easy. All you need is a duped Ronan for this path and you will be good to go. And lastly, there is also Unblockable Finale as well, which with other champions can be a bit of a tricky node, but since if you're using Ronan, then the opponent will be stunned throughout the fight, so you don't have to worry about that as well. So yeah, first fight was over before I knew it. And next up we have a Void, which again can do a bit of damage from his debuffs, but for the most part you will be able to just purify them very quickly because you will have Void stun throughout the fight. So yeah, this fight is also going to be an easy wrap. An important thing to keep in note is that for you to use this stun cheese with Ronan, you need to have your Ronan duped, because without his signature ability he cannot do these long stun chains. You need to have him awakened for this to work. Any signature level is okay, but mine is already at SIG 200, so his damage is really high as the number of fury buffs on the defenders increase. So yeah, fight number 2 is also over very quickly. Next up we have Elsa. So against Elsa, this Ronan stun cheese won't work because Elsa has an ability where she is able to purify non-damaging debuffs like stun. So whenever you are using Ronan, if you stun Elsa, then she will be able to purify those stuns, so you cannot use Ronan here. So that's why I brought Apocalypse with Cable Synergy, so that I can just quickly burst her down without much problems. The only thing to keep in mind is that she will be gaining a lot of fury, so if you get hits, you will take a lot of damage, so avoid getting hit here, and also be cautious of her when she goes unblockable at the last phase of her health due to the Unblockable Finale node. Otherwise this fight is fairly straightforward with Apocalypse. Now she has gone unblockable, so it's important to completely avoid getting hit by her, and the fight is over. Next up we have Black Widow Clairvoyant, and she is also very easy with Ronan. We can again stun lock her throughout the fight and finish the fight without any worries. Alright, so the path is done and now it's time to head over to the final boss, and in this case I will be taking on Guillotine 2099, and she's going to be also a very easy boss. The main node that is of concern is Thunderstruck, so if you don't have an active shock on Guillotine 2099 then you won't be doing any significant damage, so it's important to use champs that have access to access to shock effects like Hulkbuster, Doctor Doom, and Black Widow Deadly Origin. So I don't have a high rank Black Widow Deadly Origin, so I'm going to use my rank 3 6-star Hulkbuster, and the main goal here will be to just do a couple of heavy attacks to stack up enough shock damage and then just beat her down, and the damage is going to be really big because how hard Hulkbuster really hits, and the shock damage is also boosted quite a bit by the shock vulnerability node as well. Yeah, I was looking here to launch an SP2 into her block, but I didn't get here, so I'm going to go for a special 3 once that miss is over. Now that she's no longer invisible, I can hit her with a special 3. It's always annoying when she uses her special one because it can drain your power as well, so I mainly look to avoid her having used her special one, and I prefer baiting her special 2s.